girl Kash, and I'm here to bring you a Q&A video. So basically I had people send me questions and topics that they wanted me to talk about, and I'm gonna just voice my opinion. So my first question is, where did you get your vlog name from? So Cruising with Kash, when I was coming up with the name, I wanted to make sure I found something that kind of went along with the theme that I wanted the vlogs to be about, which was everyone kind of follows me on this part of my life. So I'm post-grad, I just moved halfway across the country, and I'm away from all my family and friends that I've essentially known all my life. And I wanted to be able to include all of them in my journey with me. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and create this vlog. Also, vlogging is something that I really wanted to do for a quick little minute, and I just never did it. So I was like, all right, there's no time like the present, might as well. So when I was thinking of names that I could possibly come up with, I knew I wanted to make a play off of my name, which is Kash. And let me just give you a little background on my name, Kash. So ever since I was little, my dad had always called me Cash Money. Cash Money is the first four letters of my first and middle name, Kash Monique Cash Money. So it's actually spelled Kashmoni. Then when I got to college, some of the first guys that I met, they were just like, oh my goodness, your name is just like really complicated. We're gonna give you a nickname. We're gonna call you Kash. And I was like, I mean, okay, cool. Next thing you know, that was essentially all I was known as in college. Most people who talked to me knew me as Kash. Very few people knew that my name was actually Keshla, and an even smaller amount of percentage actually called me by my name. My roommate and my friend, my roommate Shannon, my old roommate, my road dog, shout out to you. She called me Keshla. She didn't like the nickname Kash. And then my friend Brianna also called me Keshla, and she was very vocal about the fact that she didn't really like the name Kash either. So that's where the Kash came from. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come up with this vlog. What can I do? I was like, keep it up with Kash. No, that sounds like the Kardashians. I was like, cruising with Kash. And it's kind of like, I'm taking this journey. We're on this little road trip through life, and y'all are coming with me. So we're cruising in the car together. So that's where the name Cruising with Kash came from. Next question is, what is your age and birthday? So I'm 22 years old. My birthday is April 16th. Shout out to all the Aries. Next question is, what is your favorite hobby? I think talking, if that counts, because I do love to talk. Next would probably be writing. So I did just get my degree in communication because you know what, I really do enjoy writing. I enjoy when people read my pieces. I enjoy entertaining and educating people through my writing pieces. Another hobby, I love eating. Like, I really truly do love food. Next question is, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is green. It's been my favorite color since I was like 7. Have I ever played a video game? Not really, unless you want to count like the Wii. I used to do Just Dance. That was like my thing. Like the first one, that was like OG video game, Just Dance. Just Dance 2, 3, and 4. Once I started getting into like the years, I kind of gave that up. Michael Jackson Experience was amazing. And I feel like there was another one that I really liked. Wii Sports Resort. And there was then another one, We Play. Those were like my favorite video games. Next question is, what's my favorite sport? I don't really watch or keep up with sports, but I guess if I had to pick something, I'm gonna say basketball and football. I really only watch either one of the sports, like professional wise. If I'm like out to dinner and it's playing on TV, I'm gonna watch it. That's about it. Next question is, am I happy to be out of college? Yes, it was a very long 4 years. I thoroughly enjoy being in college. I learned a lot. I met a lot of amazing people, but I'm glad that that chapter is done and I can start a new chapter. Next question, what is your favorite food? So basically anything with meat, which is weird because I was vegetarian for a little while and I kind of want to go back vegetarian, but I do genuinely love meat, and I think it stems from the fact that when I was younger I had a lot of food allergies. I couldn't eat cheese or chocolate, So that just cut out like a lot of sweets, so like creamy food. So I mean, when you scrape it down, you really just left with like meats and breads and vegetables. I do like vegetables. I love all vegetables except for beets and like whole tomatoes. Oof. Next question: who's your favorite YouTuber? I'm gonna say I watch a lot of like mukbangs. So when they like eat on camera. So my favorites are gonna be Tay and Lou because they eat so pretty and they talk about some funny stuff. Tay is hilarious. Lou gives like the best like facial expressions. B-Love's Life. That was actually the first like mukbang that I ever watched. And I was just like, dang, I kind of like this. This is kind of soothing. I would like watch it before I went to sleep. And then the Dashleys on Facebook. I'm not sure if they have YouTube. I only watch their Facebook vlogs. But they're just like this cute little family. And they have 2 young kids. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. They just moved to a new house. And I was just like, I was really rooting for them to choose the house that they picked. So I was really happy when they did pick that house. Okay, next question. How many siblings do you have? So I am the oldest of 5. I have a brother and a sister. My brother Kamani and Kamora. They're 11 and 15. Well, 15 and 11. Kamani's older. On my mom's side. On my dad's side, I have Jalen and Jordan. They are 11 and 8. And then I also have like a new god brother. His name is Kyle. I actually just met him last night. Kyle, Jalen, and Jordan will probably be at the end of this video. Just throwing that out there now. And Kyle is also, I think he's 8. He's the same age as Jordan. Next question, where are you from? So I was born in Texas, born in Dallas, Texas. I was raised in Georgia, and now I'm back in Texas. Next question, what is your most embarrassing memory? So I'm gonna say it was probably back when I was in like the 2nd grade, and I really had to pee. And we were on the bus, and I was just like, gosh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And sure enough, as soon as the bus, like I lived in a cul-de-sac, as soon as the bus came, like, and we were the last ones to get off the bus. So that's really the best part of the story. So as soon as she got down to like the cul-de-sac, I just could not hold it, and the bridge was broken. And I peed on myself on the bus. But thank goodness, like we were at home, we were the last people, no one really saw it. But Monday morning, and it happened on a Friday afternoon. Monday morning when we got on the bus kind of had a little smell to it. And I overheard this guy being like, yeah, it smells because someone peed on the bus on Friday. And I was just like, I hope you don't ask me. I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, that was completely embarrassing. Only my cousins saw because we all rode the bus together. But yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. Have I ever failed a big test? If you follow my Facebook, I just talked about this a couple weeks ago. The lowest I ever made on a test was a 9, and it was a math test in college. It was like college algebra, I believe. And basically what happened is I got every question on the test wrong, except for one question. And she took off a point because I didn't have the units. But she was a horrible teacher, and she was like, as long as you did the homework, you automatically passed the test. So technically I made a 69 on that test, because she said with a 9, she just couldn't bump me to like the normal 70 that I had been making. She was just like, you really bumped this test. So she gave me a 69, which I mean a 69 is a whole lot better than a 9. Also, I was originally pre-med when I went to college. So I had to take biology 1107, and I like made a D on every single test in this class. And I remember sitting talking to my professor, and she was like it was like midterm, and she was trying to help me like get a C in class. She's like, is this the only class you're gonna end up with a C in? And I was just like, no, I'm probably gonna have a C in my math class, because this is all fall semester of freshman year. And I was like, no, I'm probably gonna have a C in my math class. And she's just like, you're gonna have a C in your math and your science class? You think medical school's gonna want you? Like, they're not gonna want you. These are the basic classes that you need. And when I tell y'all, I cried so bad when I left like this lady's office. I was so upset. But I actually passed 1107 with a C, even though I made a D on every test. I made a C on the final, and that replaced one of the tests. And then I made an A on the last lab practical, because I failed the first lab practical, because I didn't know that you have to study for lab practical. So if you're going to college and you've never had a lab practical, you have to study for it. Just throwing it out there now. All right, next question. What is your biggest pet peeve? I'm gonna say liars, because I don't lie. I don't feel the need to lie, so don't lie to me. I feel like it's so much work to create a lie. Don't lie, just tell the truth. I mean, either they gonna still like you or they not. You gonna get in trouble or you not. But you know what? Life goes on. So don't lie. Especially to me. Because I don't like that. Next question. Celebrity crush. So I actually got a couple. First, Trevor Jackson. If you've seen Superfly or Blackish, he's the guy from that show. He's got the little rat tail in the back of his head. Oh my goodness, he's just like, that is a delicious piece of chocolate. Jacob Lattimore. I actually went to the Diggy concert when I was in 9th grade, and Jacob Lattimore was like one of his openers. And I was just like, oh my goodness, forget Diggy, I want him. And I've been following him ever since. And then, please don't say anything crazy to me when I say this, but I just find Lil Baby attractive. I don't know why. If I'm sitting somewhere and like he pops up on the TV, I'm gonna stop and say, I'm gonna be like, I really do have a thing for Lil Baby. Next question. If I could change anything from my past, what would it be? I would say some of the decisions I've made. I haven't always made the best decisions, but I feel like that's everybody. I think the biggest thing would probably be deciding to stay pre-med for so long when I knew I didn't really like blood. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. I don't like when people cough and sneeze around me. I also want to be a pediatrician, but I don't really like kids that much. Yeah, I just wish I had made that transition faster. Some personal decisions, people that I decided to be friends with, or guys that I was really interested in that I shouldn't have been. If I could go back, I would change some of those. Favorite TV show, Grey's Anatomy, of course. I've seen every single episode. Law & Order SVU, I've seen every single episode. Jane the Virgin, Manifest, Blackish and Grownish, we're gonna count those two. I watched those as well. I think that's it. If I won $1 million, what would I do with it? If I won $1 million, definitely gonna get me a house because I really want a house. I'm gonna get a new car and probably make some investments. I don't know. If you could change something on your body, what would it be? I'd probably say my nose. I'm just not a fan. It's just kind of big, but you know, that's just me. Other than that, I think I'm like really cute. I'm pretty smart, and I'm kind of awesome. So there's not much to change. Next, who is your favorite singer? Of course, it's Beyonce. Don't come with the negativity. If you don't like Beyonce, you just don't like Beyonce. But Beyonce is that girl. Today, I saw Lion King for the very first time ever in my life. Do not attack me for that. I've never seen The Lion King ever. I tried to watch the cartoon about a year ago, and I was just like, this is low-key kind of boring. So I just saw Lion King today, aka Beyonce's movie. And I mean, it was cool. It was in 3D, which I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about seeing these realistic animals hopping around, but it was really good. Beyonce, Summer Walker. I've been listening to a lot of Summer Walker lately. And yeah, those two are probably going to be the main two people that I've been listening to lately. Do you have a boyfriend? Nope. By choice though, by choice. Before I left Georgia, I was talking to someone, and when we kind of fell apart, I was like, you know what, I really don't want to do this. I've always been tied to another person, and I didn't really like that. Like the entire time I was in college, I was always like talking or dating someone. And I was like, you know what, let me just take this time for it to just be me, and let me just learn to love myself. And life was a whole lot better once it was just like me dealing with myself, and I didn't have to worry about other people's feelings. That sounds a little selfish, but you know, I didn't have to worry about being politically correct to people. I could kind of just do me, and I've enjoyed it. And then I've just been in Texas for like 3 weeks, so no, definitely not enough time for me to have a boyfriend. If I could collab with any YouTuber, who would it be? Probably my brother. He does have a YouTube channel. I don't remember what it is. Something about grinding. He'll probably talk about his YouTube. I would definitely want to collab with my brother. Probably Tay and Lou, because they do eat, and I like to eat, and they eat some pretty cool things. B Loves Life, because I mean, who wouldn't want to collab with her either? What's the biggest difference between Texas and Georgia? The biggest difference is like the roadways and the traffic. So I've never really had to deal with traffic. When I go to work, it's like a 50-minute drive to work because I live in Grand Prairie and my job is all the way in Plano. So it's a 50-minute drive to work. Also, I have to take a tollway. So I get charged every time I go down this road. But on the ride back, GPS will say, oh yeah, it takes you like an hour and 5 minutes. No, Tuesday it took me an hour and 15. Wednesday it took me an hour and a half. Traffic. And it's like, I'm not really used to traffic. We didn't really have traffic back in Georgia. At least not for me. Not in Jones County, we didn't have traffic. In Augusta, there wasn't really traffic. So to come to a place where traffic is normal is crazy to me. I just don't see the point in sitting in your car for that long. And then lately I've been getting off work during rush hour. Don't do it. I think next week if I get off at that time, I'm just gonna go chill somewhere. I'm not driving in that. It's crazy. What hair products do you use? So I use Cantu's products. I use their I do the lock method on my hair, which my hair looks a little crazy now. It's like a 4-day-old wash and go going right now. But I use Cantu. I do the lock method. So it's basically using a leave-in conditioner, an oil, a curling cream, and then I seal it with the gel. And that's just how I preserve my curls. It works for me. So the next topic is talking about post-grad life. Post-grad life has been interesting. When I graduated college, I was very eager to quit the job that I was working because of the environment. Love my immediate boss, but some of the managers in the environment, it just wasn't for me. So I was really happy to quit that job. I was able to move home. I stayed with my mom for about a month, which was great. We got to hang out with each other. I got to hang out with my brother and sister. But in college, I mean, I was always in college. I was always a full-time student, and I worked, especially from sophomore year on. I worked, and at one point I had 3 jobs. Most of the time I had 2, but I had 3 jobs most of the time. And I think the biggest part about post-grad life was not having a job and being jobless. Because, you know, when you're always used to doing something, it's crazy when you're not doing that anymore. I do have a job here out in Texas. And, I mean, I like my job, but it's not in my career field. So I'm looking for a job in my career field. And this is probably the most stressful thing because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I like being in control. So the fact that I'm putting in all these applications and I'm not hearing back from people, or if I'm hearing back, it's like rejections. It's starting to get to a sister. But I mean, I literally go to work, come home, apply to jobs, or get up in the morning, apply to jobs before I go to work, come back home and apply for jobs. I mean, I'm still just putting in applications and it's so tiring. Not even gonna lie. I'm exhausted from applying jobs. Being in a new city with my family, like I said, it's really different being in Texas versus being in Georgia, and it's like learning a new city. So in Georgia, I knew my way around, and in Augusta, I knew my way around. I could kind of get from point A to point B without having to use my GPS because Augusta was like a big old circle, and Middle Georgia, I was basically just raised there, so I just knew the environment. It's crazy to me here because I have to use GPS for just about everything, and I don't really like that. And then I don't really know the city, so I don't know where the restaurants are. I don't know where the nightlife is. I have to always like ask my dad or ask my friend Mia. That's probably the biggest thing, is I don't really know where things are. Being with my dad's family, so I'm used to coming out to Texas for like summers and every other Christmas, being with my brothers. But living here is a little bit different, especially living with my dad after living by myself for essentially the last 4 years. it's a difference. It's a difference living with your parents, because it's like when you have your own apartment. Me and Shannon had our own place for the last 2 years, and you know Nikki was my roommate for freshman and sophomore year as well with Shannon. So it's like going from a place where you basically make all the rules, you control what goes on in the house. As long as you're like coordinating with your roommates, then you know that's is pretty much it. To moving into an environment where you know this isn't my house. It's my house, like I live here, but this is my house. I feel like I can't be as vocal with like the things I like and things I don't like, because this isn't my house. Not to say that you know things are strict or things are bad. That's definitely not what I'm getting at. But you know, this isn't my house. I don't own this house. That's probably a really big difference. And then to go from being in college, essentially being by myself, or being in an environment with adults, adults, to being in a household with kids. That's really interesting too. I love my brothers. I love hanging out with them, but I forget how much energy kids have. Like I be drained. I'm like, okay, y'all ain't done playing. Can we chill out? I'm tired now. So life after school. When I graduated, I was like, you know, I don't really feel any different. People were like, oh, you're not gonna feel it until everybody starts going back to school, and you don't. So right now, I mean, I don't feel any different. I'm glad to be out of school. I know I worked really hard. I just got my degree. Worked really hard for this bad boy. You know, it's just interesting being out of college. I think I'm gonna like it. Part of me feels like I'm outside of this exclusive club, which is college life, because being in college is its own thing, and I'm not really a part of that anymore. But at the same time, I'm a part of another exclusive group, which is the college graduates, the real adults. I'm a part of that like group now, and that's interesting. All right, so that is all the questions that I have, all the topics that I have to talk about, and I really hope that y'all enjoyed this little video. I hope that you kind of know and understand me a little bit better. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Make sure that you do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, like my Facebook page. They are somewhere down here. Just want to say thank you for supporting me so far. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them below. Other than that, that's it. Peace.